How's it going, everyone? This is day 2 or video 2 of the series, I guess you could call it, on the Book of Tokens by Paul Foster Case. We will start with the Magician and the letter Beth, or Bet, or Bait. All right, the meditation on Bet. One and only one am I, an essence, changeless, indivisible, concealing within my being the 10 lights of divine emanation. In this, mine unalterable unity, am I supreme, and none is equal unto me. Yet, though I myself remain unchanged throughout eternity, my power doth manifest itself in ceaseless change. They err who speak of my changelessness and essence, as if it were fixity and operation. That which changeth not is mine own nature, but this includeth the possibility or infinite diversity and ways and works. For the uninstructed, this is a stumbling block, confused by words of double meaning. They perceive not that this, mine immutable nature, is an essence whose first ground is life, and not mere being. Thou knowest me not, O Israel, if thou regardest me only as he who is. They know me indeed who know that I am he who liveth. I am life itself, and without mind there is no life. I am the essence of mind, and the essence of mind is will. Of my will, all created wills are but reflections. And the essence of that will, what is but desire? I am life eternal. I am the eternal longing for manifestation, because of which I bring forth the shining worlds. For this do I divide myself, becoming two. Of these two, the first is the crown of my primal will. This, my superior nature, standeth above the world, which floweth forth from mine act of knowing. Yet, even the superior nature is to mine inmost essence as something outside. And therefore, it is me as Beth, my house. For I am within it, and it is an emanation from me. Nevertheless, I fill my dwelling place. Hence, it is written that the Supreme is distinguished from the crown by name only. In my supreme abode stand I as the onlooker, because of mine unwavering contemplation. The stream of manifestation continueth on its course. Whatsoever existeth hath its beginning in my will, continueth in my will, and by my will cometh at last to its appointed end. Than this, indeed, there is no other will in all the universe, yet in it do all creatures have part. From my substance all things derived their substance, and all that hath form is built from my fourfold elemental manifestation. 4 are the subtle principles, which the wise conceal from the uninitiate by the names fire, water, air, and earth. an endless variety of mixture and proportion, directed by my will. These mingle together for the production of forms. They are transmutations of a single essence. And from their mingling are brought forth all things. Watching thus the multiplicity of existences proceeding from my single essence, I understand them and all their relations. I perceive that their beginning, middle, and end is in truth myself. Thus do I see that all things, whatsoever their appearance, because they spring from mine own nature, are grounded in goodness. My superior nature is reflected also in the mind of man, created in mine image. Know me thus as the source of all true will. Know me also as the power to perceive objects as having the appearance of standing outside and apart from him who regardeth them. That in thee which so perceiveth objects, which giveth the power to distinguish between them, which revealeth them unto thee, and their relations to each other and to thyself, and enableth thee to search out the laws of their reciprocal action. Know this to be identical with my superior nature. Wherever this power acteth, wherever this power acteth, whether in low forms or in high, I only am its source, and I the knower. Not thine, but mine, is the power of attention, of observation, of discovery, of the discerning, of sequence, and the operation of nature. In all this, and in the power of discrimination, my superior nature worketh through thee. Happy art thou if thou canst grasp this truth. For then understanding that not thy weak self, but my all-knowing mind, looketh out upon the world through thine eyes, shalt thou have faith to let me see. Then shalt thou overcome the evil of thy senses, by devoting them wholly to my use. Not thou, but I, shall then discern the weight and shape and texture of the things thou touchest. Not thine, but mine, shall be the secret knowledge of scent and savor, gained through nose and tongue. And when I use thine ears for hearing, they shall be attuned to sweetest harmonies, where now they are assailed by strident discord. So shalt thou become a partaker in the bliss of mine experience of the universe, a joy unknown to those unperfected soul, a joy unknown to those of unperfected soul, whose time of realization is not yet at hand. Comment on Beth, or Bet. Beth, B-E-T-H, pronounced Baith, transcribed as B. The number 2, meaning house. The transparent intelligence. The 10 lights are the 10 Sephiroth, represented by the circles on the diagram of the Tree of Life, used as a frontispiece in this volume. This is a bookmark that came with the book. It's kind of cool. Okay. Their names are Keter, or Kether, the crown, or primal will, Chokmah, or Chokmah, wisdom, Binah, or Bina, understanding, Chesed, or Chesed, mercy, Gebura, or Geburah, strength or severity, Tifereth, or Tiferet, beauty, Netzach, or Netzach, victory, Had, or Hod, splendor, Yesod, or Yesod, foundation, Malkuth, or Malchut, kingdom. The second, fourth, and seventh Sephiroth form the Pillar of Mercy, named after the fourth Sephiroth. Opposed to them, yet their complements are the third, fifth, and eighth Sephiroth, which form the Pillar of Severity, named after the fifth Sephiroth. The middle pillar, composed of the first, sixth, ninth, and 10th Sephiroth, is named the Pillar of Mildness. It has other names as well. The 10 Sephiroth are also divided into a supernal triad, which includes the first three, and a heptad, which includes the Sephiroth from Hesed to Malkuth. This heptad is the basis for many septenary schemes to be found in the literature of occultism. Yet always behind the 7 and beyond it is the supernal triad, for, as the Book of Formation tells us, the Sefer Yetzirah, lights of emanation are 10 and not 9, 10 and not 11. This is a reference to Da'at. That is neither more nor less than 10. I am the eternal longing. This is an example of the author's use of gematria, the Kabbalistic method of establishing identities of meaning between words or words of the same number. Each Hebrew letter is also a number. The number of a word is the sum of the numeral values of its letters. The Hebrew for longing is tahava. Tav, Aleph, Vav, He, presumably. It says T-H-A-B-H. And the number of this word is 412, equivalent to that of the letter name Beth, Bet, Yod, Tav, or Tav. The inmost essence mentioned in this paragraph is Ein Sof Or, A-I-N, S-V-P, A-V-R, the limitless light. Presumably Aleph, Yod, Nun, Samech, Vav, Pei, Aleph, Vav, Resh. In the philosophy of the Kabbalah, Ein Sof Or is held to subsist throughout eternity, and is regarded as being that which precedes all manifestation. Hence, although Keter, the crown or primal will, is the first among the lights of emanation, it is secondary in the order of thought to the limitless light. Therefore, Keter is here compared to a house for that light, and as a house in the name of the second letter, which also has the value of 2, the Kabbalistic ideas just explained are truly represented by that letter and its number. Some of the beauty of this system. And that's an example of practical Kabbalah as opposed to like mystical or personal Kabbalah. These two sections, 5 and 6, of the meditation should be compared with the symbolism of the first tarot key. The magician is obviously the onlooker, and he corresponds to the superior nature of the four subtle principles mentioned in the sixth section. The four subtle principles mentioned in the sixth section are also known in the symbolism of this key as the implements on the table. The wand is the element of fire, the cup stands for the element of water, the sword is the symbol of air, the coin or pentacle represents the element of earth. Note well, the text says, the wise conceal the true principles under the names of the elements of ancient physics. All right, that is it for this one. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. And have a good rest of the day, good rest of the week, good rest of the month, good rest of the year. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, and see you in the next one, hopefully.